Hello, hi. Welcome to the Dollar Compass Academy. Today I'm going to share with you how to reduce stress and prevent burnout at work. Do you sometimes feel stressed out, overwhelmed at work? Does it affect your well being and your ability to get better every day? You are not alone. Did you know that about 71% of adults in the US complain of at least one stress related problem like headache or feeling overwhelmed or anxious? According to the Center for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC. This includes adults in the workplace where stress at work can be particularly frustrating because it can lead to burnout by exhausting your ability to cope and draining your health, stifling your relationships and your sense of fulfillment or joy. Right. So I'm going to unpack some of these, okay? So the studies show that about 7 out of 10 workers, admit to having stress-related problems, which could be just headache, which could be not feeling overwhelmed, not feeling good about work or about things related to work. And then, because some of them people get so anxious, sometimes that even affects their productivity. So this is one of the reasons why it's important to figure out how stress is tackled at work, how you can tackle it, how you can reduce it, you know. Yes, some of the steps you can take, I'll go into in a bit more. But it's also important to know that research has also found that that's shown that burnout rates can be as high as 40%. So while about 71% of workers, say that they're stressed out at work, out of those, another 40% or 42, you know, talk about experiencing burnout. This is pretty common among managers, professionals, but it can happen to anyone. And it doesn't really matter what work it is you're doing. You could be a manager, a professional, or you could just be, hey, the person that comes in every day and gets things done. Everyone does that, right? But basically, if you're working, you could be a teacher, you could be a nurse, you could be a doctor. So many people can be affected by work. Or you could be a caregiver to a parent, to a loved one. If you do it day in, day out, and it's what takes up most of your day, it's work of some sort, whether it's paid or voluntary, it's work. You can still get frustrated by that. You can get frustrated if you feel unappreciated. You can get frustrated if you feel the work is not being shared, among all family members. Some people put in the work more than others. Or you can get frustrated if you feel that among your relatives or even friends, people are not giving you enough credit for the hours you put in to make things work. It could just be that you work as a clerk at the checkout. You could be a loader. So many different people. I'm just trying to say that when it comes to what you're doing and the stress related to it, it's not so much the title. It's not so much it's the mechanics and the fulfillment that could be a driving factor. Towards that. Why is reducing stress at work important? So first, I've shared with you, number of people that do get stressed out, and you can see that it's most of us, and then the danger in getting stressed out, which is burnout. So, and then we've talked about those who can get burned out, so maybe 40%, maybe more, depending on what you're dealing with. Okay. According to the CDC and the National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health, stress in the work environment can contribute to problems such as headache, stomach aches, sleep disturbances, short temper, and difficulty concentrating. Okay, so I'm just going to talk about two more of these, right? If you have difficulty concentrating, what's going to happen to your performance? You're not going to do as well as you would like to do. If you have difficulty concentrating at all, it could affect your drive back home. You don't want to, you want to concentrate well, when you're going home, or when you're going to some other place after work, or even when you have to drive as part of your work, because you don't want to end up, in an accident, either hitting someone just because, you're not able to concentrate properly as a result of stress from work. Or worse still, you could carry that over to the house, to home, and then you snap at your kids, your wife, your husband, your friends, your relatives. Everyone gets attacked just because of the way you're feeling. The other thing too is, apart from leading to all things like disturbance of sleep and short temper and difficulty concentrating, chronic stress can result in anxiety, insomnia, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system. Okay, now we don't want a weakened immune system right now, right? Because we're dealing with COVID, okay? So anything that you're going to do that would add to it, that will make it, increase your chances of having problems, or you shouldn't do it, right? So that's one of the reasons it's important for us to get to stress. Generally, my approach towards stress is you identify what is the source of it, during any interaction, right? And then you try and see what steps you can take to either remove it or to modify it or to manage it in such a way that it doesn't get to the level where it affects your functioning or start leading, becomes so chronic that it causes damage to your body organs and systems. So bearing that in mind now, and the fact that chronic stress can cause some of these problems, it's important for us to figure out how to deal with it, right? I'll give you one more reason. I'll share with you an approach, just one specific approach that I would share, today. And hey, if I haven't met you before, if this is your first time of tuning in, my name is Chio. I'm one of the directors for the Dollar Compass Academy, and so I'm just going to share with you some of the, tips and strategies we know that will help you form transformative habits that will get you the right results. Because what we say here is that the right habits will get you the right results. The wrong habits will get you the wrong results, okay? An example of a wrong habit is if you try to cope with stress by drinking alcohol, even at work. Some people have done that. They're so stressed out by the work that they have to do that they actually start sipping alcohol at work. I mean, it doesn't usually go well because after some time, their productivity and everything else is going to change, or there'll be changes in their behavior that people will pick up, or people could just flat out be smelling of alcohol. So that's not a good coping mechanism. And that's one of the things that can lead to burnout. So we want to be in a position where chronic stress, which can result in anxiety, insomnia, high blood pressure, and a weakened immune system, will not be what we'll have to deal with. But before I, give you the specific example, I just, what is burnout? According to the WHO, the World Health Organization, burnout is a syndrome seen as to result from chronic workplace stress, okay, that has not been effectively managed and leads to a person having feelings of energy depletion or exhaustion, okay, reduce professional productivity, increase mental distance from one's job, or negativity towards one's job, okay. And research has shown that about 50% of employees feel burned out, okay. 50%. 52%, about 52% feel burned out. So how do you reduce burnout at work? One key to reducing stress and burnout at work will be finding balance. Finding balance in your workplace can help you reduce or avoid common stress points at work and minimize emotional tension and disruptions. One way to find balance in the workplace is to use the challenges you encounter at work to generate positive thoughts for yourself. Yeah, that would help. So let me go through that again. Balance, right? Positive thoughts. If you have balance between work, home, and other things you do, you're probably not going to get stressed out. You're least likely to be stressed out than if you're always, chasing after your projects because this one just ended, the other one is starting, and you're behind. Again, not enough energy and time to do that without suffering some of the consequences of chronic stress, right? And that's one of the reasons why I'm talking about this today. We want to get around that curve. So one of the ways we can do it is finding balance. Like if I spend 5 minutes on this, 5 minutes on this, or 10 minutes, what's the value? Why am I doing it? Ask yourself these questions before. Don't just say yes. Don't just go and spend so much time doing something, and then later you ask yourself, why did I even do this? On all that. We don't want to be doing that, okay? But balance. Finding balance in your workplace can help you to reduce or avoid common stress points at work and minimize emotional tension and disruptions. That's what finding balance can do. Because then you'll be able to say, hey, this is what I'm doing at this time. I can't do that, or I'm going to, you could be thinking, I'm going to do something with the grandkids today, or I'm just going out with my friends, or I have this work. But if you have your schedule and you let people know, then you're less likely to have interruptions, and you're going to be able to find that balance that you need. One way to find balance in the workplace is to use the challenges you encounter at work to generate positive thoughts for yourself. So even someone tries to put you down, refuse to be put down, okay? Take positive things about yourself. Say affirmations. Say things like, like gratitude. Think thoughts on gratitude, okay? Satisfaction, inspiration, and accomplishment. Okay. The other thing about reducing stress and eliminating burnout at work is that it can help you feel more fulfilled, okay? Stay healthy and get better every day. It's a theme we get back to a lot in the Compass, getting better through the transformational habits and relentless wellness. And I'll go into each one of them as we deal with different topics. The challenge here is to form the habit of balance. Always try to maintain balance in the things you do. If you do that and you do it consistently enough, you're going to feel better, and you're not going to be taking work home. You know what I mean? So you're going to find yourself better able to reduce stress, yes, and prevent burnout. You can sign up. Hey, if you're getting this from YouTube, please sign up. Sign up, subscribe, so you next time I have a video, you would like it, and please like it. Hey, and if there's something also an area you want me to talk, the comment section is right there. Please leave that. I appreciate that. You can also find out more ways to get better every day so that you can get more of what you want in your life. You can do that, right? You can also find that. And then please sign up for the Transformational Habits and Relentless Wellness Training, the Dollar Compass Academy. Like I said, this is the training we give here. I'm just offering you an opportunity, hey, to get that, because apart from balance, there's so many other factors you can use to improve your health, to increase your wellness, making it more holistic, right? There are so many things you can do. And more importantly, you'll actually enjoy yourself and have less stress, less tension, and hopefully that will translate to things like less blood pressure, less visits to the hospital, less fights. All those things can calm down if you learn to reduce stress and increase your balance. Take a look at where you are in terms of the time you're using, in terms of the things you've done, and where you would like to be, and then that will tell you the steps you need to take to get better. And we can share with you at the Dollar Compass Academy some of the steps that will help you get better, that will make you form transformational habits and also help you, what's it called again? Help you with relentless wellness. That's what it's called again. All right. Hey, I'll see you next time. Thank you.